legacies?
Mhm.
Any significance?
Well, I can only pick and choose what, I urge you, Google the 3 legacies.
Okay.
There's 12 concepts, I didn't even touch on the 12 concepts. Go to the AA.org website as well, and there's lots and lots of literature and interesting stuff there as well.
Will it also have the 4 reasons for recovery?
That's a good question. The four points I mentioned earlier?
Right.
I don't know. If you email me, if you go to Dawn Farm's website and email me, I'll dig up a reference for it. So, yeah. Other questions? Last chance. Yeah.
There was, probably was an apocryphal story about Bill meeting William James.
Yes. Meeting William James?
Well, I thought, the story goes, and I thought it was James, but that someone had told him that, he asked if there was any cure, he was told that there wasn't.
Yeah, I know the story, and it's actually not William James, it's Carl Jung. There was a story that he had met Jung. They corresponded late in Jung's life, but they never met. And that is an apocryphal story. He never met Jung. He did write Jung. They had a correspondence about Roland Hazard, and Jung wrote him back. And I think Bill wrote him back, but Jung never saw it because he died in the correspondence. But he never actually met him.
So the story I heard was, again, I'm not sure who it was supposed to be, but seeking help, he was told there wasn't any. Years later, the psychologist said, listen, I knew about spiritual experiences, but I didn't say anything because how do you tell somebody to go have a spiritual experience? So
No, Jung was pretty straightforward with Roland Hazard. Jung said, you need some kind of spiritual experience.
So
And if you look at Carl Jung's writings, and one of his sort of masterpiece books came out in the last 5-10 years, he was a big proponent of mystical spiritual experiences. And the whole idea of experiential learning was pretty big with Carl Jung.
So Bill never had a talk with anybody in the psychiatric profession? Or?
No, other than Harry Tiebout, and Harry Tiebout, as I say, talked about surrender versus compliance, and talked about this idea of deflation of ego. One of the core concepts that isn't really written about, but is sort of understood in the field, is that a lot of people think alcoholism is a lack of willpower, that alcoholics have some sort of fundamental weak will. And one of the reasons I think AA works is that it understands, it comprehends that alcoholics are pathologically egocentric. Bill Wilson called it self-will run riot. He said the alcoholic is like